Hello everyone, welcome to Micro Adventures. Ellie and Josiah here. We are going to bring a full body workout today using the cables. So if you've got some kind of cable substitutes, you just want to wrap them up at the back edge of your carriage, and we're actually going to hook up the cables to start and just kind of toss them off to the side. For class today, you are going to want space behind the microformer and a little bit of space on either side of the micro. If you have like a yoga mat or some padding you want to roll out behind or to the sides of the machine, do so. We will not need any space in front of the micro today, but we will use the front end. And then if you have back handlebars, I would suggest taking them off because they will get in your way for some of the class. One black spring to start us off. And we're gonna start in a giant inchworm. So kneeling on your back platform, you'll just go ahead and pull the carriage towards you. Forearms are gonna come down onto the carriage, knees on the back platform. You'll find a kneeling forearm plank position. And from here, we're gonna slide the carriage out away from us towards the front of the machine. And then we'll slide the elbows back in beneath the shoulders, and we'll find a little crunch. So rounding through the spine, chin towards the chest, scoop through the belly, lengthen back out into that kneeling plank position. We'll slide the carriage forward, slow and controlled. Gently bring it back in. Once the elbows are beneath the shoulders, push down into the forearms, pull navel to the spine, round up through the spine. So really mindful of your pace right here from the beginning of class. We're moving slowly and with control. Right? Check in that the shoulders are down and relaxed away from the ears. Tap into your breath right away. So use your exhales to sort of course it in through the waistline. We've got just 10 seconds here. We're gonna come up to the hands and the toes next. It's gonna be giant bear. Hands to the carriage, toes on the back platform. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go giant bear. So hands to the carriage, toes on top of the back platform. You're gonna lengthen out into that full plank position from here. Hips level with the shoulders. We'll start to bend through the knees. Nice and slow, stopping with those knees under their hips, lengthen forward. So chin off the chest, lengthen out your neck, shoulders away from the ears, squeeze and slowly bring it in. Now where Josiah has his hands is a pretty aggressive position. Hands at the very back edge of your carriage is gonna make this a little more manageable. You can also always do this move up front. You've got just about 25 seconds and we're gonna get into some cable work. We've got knee strap crunches on deck. Really nice control here, Josiah. 15 seconds. We're gonna have a seat behind the back platform. We're gonna get into our knee strap crunches. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So have a seat behind your back platform facing the front of the machine. You'll take your foot straps and loop them up over your knees. And then we'll lie all the way down onto our back. So glutes all the way to the back platform. From here, knees are gonna be right over the hips, shins parallel to the ceiling, hands behind the head. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders and pull your knees in towards the chest. Inhale, lower down. Knees are gonna stop right over the hips, head taps down. So exhale, pull knees in towards chest, chest towards knees. Inhale as we come forward. So knees are gonna stop right over the hips. As you do this, I want you to imagine you're resting a glass of water on top of your shins. So the shins are staying parallel to the sky the whole time. If you'd like to add on, you can start to extend those legs out away from you at a 45-degree angle. So taking yourself out of that parallel position. Otherwise, we're just sliding the knees in and back out. Good, in 4, we're gonna lower the head down in 3, 2, and 1. So lower the head down. From here, drive your navel down towards your spine. We're gonna take our toes and we're gonna tap them to the back platform or that rail. And then you're gonna pull the knees in towards the chest, little lower body curl. So hands can stay behind the head. I like my hands down beside the hips. We're gonna lower and tap our toes down to the machine. And then we're gonna pull the knees in towards the chest. So finding a little tap here, stabilizing through your core. Let's go 15 seconds. So getting really deep and low into your core. Good, let's pull the knees in towards the chest.
Hands back behind the head, lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Now from here, keep the chest lifted. We're gonna keep the shins parallel to the sky. Just slide your toes forward, so knees are in front of the hips, and then pull the knees back in towards the chest. Shins stay parallel to the ceiling. Just slide it forward, pull it back in. Hands can stay behind the head, or you can reach hands down beside the hips. We're just sliding the shins forward, back in. If you'd like to pump those arms, right here is where we're gonna finish. You're welcome to stay on 1 black spring. You've got newspaper on deck. Option to come to 2 black springs if you like. You got 5, you got 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll take those cables off. Kneeling on top of your back platform, we'll cross the cables, uncross the hands, chest lifted, and we're gonna get into a newspaper. So thumbs on top of your hand straps, elbows right beneath the shoulders, chest lifted. We'll just start to fan the forearms out wide like you're opening a newspaper, and then resist right back in. So we're on 1 black spring, but at any point as we move through the series, you can go to 2 black to get more resistance, or you can scoot back off of the back platform and you can kneel behind your back platform. Now keep in mind, the angle of where the carriage is at relative to your shoulders means that you're having to work the shoulders just to get the forearms parallel to the floor. So if you start to feel any tension in the trap or neck, I want you to sit your glutes back to your heels, and it's gonna take that tension out of your shoulders. In 4, we're gonna fan it out wide and hold in 3, 2, 1, flare it out wide, hold. Good, drive the elbows a little in, little squeeze in. You're here 10 seconds. We'll uncross the cables, it's chest opener, hands beside the hips in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So uncross the cables, hands beside your hips, puff out your chest. For chest opener, we're gonna press those cables straight back and forward.
All your clothes. Just kidding. Just the top.
I'm not even sure if they can hear you. Good. Chest lifted, chin up off the chest, press the palms straight back. Josiah says it's getting a little toasty out here. It was already toasty. What did we get here at like 9:30 a.m. and we were like, oh, we should have gotten here at 6 a.m. We typically work out during the luxury hour, which is between about 9 to 11 a.m. A very luxurious time to do your workouts. I hope that's the time of day y'all get to do your workouts at home, but maybe not. But in the summer, the luxury hour is really like 6 a.m. when it's not blazingly hot. All right, arms back and hold in 3, 2, 1, press it back, hold, chin up off the chest, puff out your chest, little pulse back, press the palms straight back for 10, 9, 8, 7, let's go sexy, back in 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're gonna tip it forward at the hips, so scoot your booty to hover over the heels, row your elbows up and back, slide your shoulders away from the ears, and a little pinch between your shoulder blades. Now start to send the knuckles to the wall behind you. So, what I see a lot in sexy back is sort of this tortoise shell back where we start to round through the back. I have a really easy fix for you. Simply lift your chest up, upright your spine a little bit higher. Good, now keep going with the sexy back.
Wait, did I have a turtle back?
You did not have a turtle back, Josiah.
Okay.
But in case you have trouble kind of monitoring what's going on with your spine, you can do sexy back more upright. If you feel like your chest is unable to stay open, you're collapsing through the chest, you're rounding through the back, work a little higher. Now, can you align your neck with the rest of the spine? Your elbows are stationary in place, right? And we're getting those arms all the way straight, so you get that big squeeze in your tricep. You're working the space right above your elbows. In 4, we're gonna take it back and hold. In 3, 2, take it back, hold. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, chin off the chest. 10 seconds, we are gonna go scrambled eggs. We'll take the strap in our right hand around our right foot. In 3, 2, and 1. Drop the cable in your left hand. Foot strap on the right hand side goes onto your right foot. You can toss the left cable off to the side. Got it, Josiah. Left knee on top of your platform, and hands are gonna kind of tent and straddle the carriage. And just like Josiah's done, I like my hands outside of the cable. Good. Now listen up, hips and shoulders squared to the floor. And scrambled eggs is traditionally done as an oblique exercise. And yes, your obliques are working hard to stabilize, but I want you to focus today on using this one as a leg exercise. So as you lift your right leg straight up behind you, squeeze your glute and hamstring, and then keep your body nice and square as you take your right leg out to the right, and maybe just tap it down to the floor. Good, so it's kind of like a semicircle movement. We're taking the right leg out and away from the body, and that's where you're gonna feel a lot of stability in your left oblique. Good. Oh, Josiah is showing you an advanced option.
I was just itching my back.
Oh, he was just itching his back.
But
But your advanced option would be left hand a little lighter, left hand behind the back. Good. Now in 4, right leg up and hold. In 3, 2, we're gonna take the right leg straight out behind us. Re-square your hips and shoulders to the floor. Flex your right foot. Give me a little pulse up. Squeeze your glute. Just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We're gonna get into a donkey kick. Stay where you are. Here's 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Now you're gonna bend your right knee towards the back platform. Don't let it get all the way there. And then you're gonna kick your right heel back and slightly up towards the ceiling. Good. So lower back doesn't move. Right knee is gonna bend towards the back platform, and then right heel is gonna kick up and back. If you've got longer legs like Josiah, you got a little extra resistance. This is feeling really good to me, but I can tell this is killing it. Okay, you can always make the range of motion a little smaller, right? So you can dip that right knee towards the back platform all the way, and then just kick out a little bit. Focus here is on your right glute. You're doing so good. Up next, we're gonna get into a side lying leg sweep. So you're gonna keep this foot strap on. We are going to 2 black springs. You're gonna lie down on the left-hand side of the machine on your left side. You've got 5. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go 2 black springs here for me. Foot strap stays on your right foot, and you're gonna lie down with the upper body around number 3 or 4, and you'll wanna scoot in pretty tight to the machine, okay? Left leg's gonna start out in front of you, and then we're just gonna slowly sweep the left leg back. So a couple things about setup. Left elbow beneath left shoulder, lifting left side waist away from the floor. Right hand can be in front of you. I like the right hand on top of the right hip, and this is gonna help us a little bit. So keeping the right hip stacked over the left hip. That might mean you need to roll your right hip forward. We're sweeping the right leg back, and then resisting, resisting, resisting. If you need more resistance, scoot back past your back platform. Less resistance, scoot towards the front platform. Good job, team. In 4, take the leg back and hold. In 3, 2, take it back, hold. Right here, little outer thigh lift. So we're gonna lift the leg up an inch or 2, down an inch or 2. Woo! This one's gonna burn right away. Try not to open up that right hip. So don't let the right hip roll open. Keep it stacked. This is where your right hand can help out. You're working the space right beneath your hand, and it should burn, my friends. Here's 5, here's 4, here's 3, 2. Hold that little bit of a lift up. Now flex your foot. We're going leg press. So go ahead and bend your knee. Stop your knee just in front of the hip. Keep that hip stacked on top of the left hip. Drive through right heel, push back. So this leg press should look kind of like a bear, right? We bend the knees to 90. We extend the leg back out. Great job, friends. We've got just about 15 seconds to go here. Up next, we are going 1 red spring, but we're gonna unclip this cable that we're using, and we're gonna get into a side runner's lunge. You've got 8, 7, 6, unclip the cable you're using in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna unclip that cable. We're going 1 red spring, side runner's lunge. We'll step up to the right-hand side of our front platform. Right foot on the floor, left toes on the carriage. We'll drop it down nice and low, little hinge forward from the hips, and we are right into runner's lunge beside the machine for your right leg. Good. So I like to tuck my left toes wherever they're comfortable on the machine. So that might be the back rail or the back edge of the carriage. And right foot can be directly beside your front platform, a little bit in front of the front platform. That's gonna be less resistance. And then the more you scoot your right foot back, the more resistance you're gonna get here. Good. In 4, left knee under the hip and hold in 3, 2. We'll bring the left knee under the hip, hold. Now reach your right glute down and back an inch. Drive through right heel, lift up an inch. Right glute, reach down and back an inch, lift up an inch. A little more hinge forward from the hips for me, Josiah. There we go. Right glute, back. Good, drive up. Try to keep the carriage nice and steady. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Drop it down nice and low and hold. Go back to that side runner's lunge. Awesome work. You've got 25 seconds left in this move. We are going to pivot, quarter turn to your left, right foot on top of the front platform, left foot on the carriage. We're gonna get into some ninja squats. Now keep in mind this work we're doing at the front of the machine. If you wanna pick up some weights for extra intensity, feel free. Let's go 8 seconds, ninja squats. Right foot on the front platform, left foot on the carriage in 3, 2, and 1. So right foot on top of the front platform, left foot on the carriage. From here, we're gonna sink our weight down and back nice and slow. A little bit of space between the carriage and the platform, so we're gauging the outer thighs. Now start to skate the left leg out. Good, resist the left leg back in towards you. Weights even in both legs, drive through the heels, flare the knees out just a touch, lift up slow. Okay, so right outer glute should be feeling this right away after we did those outer thigh lifts with the cable. Awesome. Beautiful form. As we sit into our squat, we really want to reach our glutes back behind us, like there's a chair just out of our reach. Great job, Josiah. And it's a little bit of a hinge forward from our hips as we sit into that squat. Take your time with every part of this movement. We want to be really deliberate and intentional in the way we move our bodies. Check in with your breath, check in with the neck, the shoulders, check in with your core. Are you still actively engaging through the core? Nice control here, Josiah. All right, here's the deal, team. We're gonna go 10 seconds in this full range of motion, and then we're just gonna lower down into the squat. We're gonna hold that skating for our right leg. In 3, down, hold. In 2, 1, down and hold. Energy down through your right heel. Just go ahead and skate the left leg out nice and slow. 2, nice and slow. 3, nice and slow. 4. Good, resist back in. So stay here. You've got 15 seconds. We're gonna drop it down to 1 block spring. You're gonna come right back to where you are. We're gonna hit a single leg squat. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 1 block spring, right back where you are. Single leg squat in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go 1 block spring, single leg squat. So this time we're gonna keep the body weight over the right leg. We're gonna squat in the right leg, left leg stays long. So single leg squat. Sit it down and back, drive through right heel, slowly lift it up. On this one, I really like to use my arms to counterbalance my body. So as you sit into the squat, arms reach forward, pause at the bottom, drive into your right heel, slowly lift it up with control. Great job, friends. All right, so this is the second to last leg exercise on your right leg, but the final leg exercise we're gonna do is only 1 minute, and it's just gonna be a little burnout. You do have a variation here, so don't confuse your variation as a different exercise. Good, slowly and with control, we pause at the bottom, drive through right heel, slowly lift up. Now, left foot can stay planted on the carriage, or you can lift the left heel. We just wanna take the weight out of the left leg. It's not about the left leg, it's all about the right leg. Really nice, Josiah. We're always pausing at the bottom of the move, really engaging through the glute to lift. All right, team. 10 seconds, we're gonna meet at the bottom and hold. Full range of motion, slowly and with control, all the way down. Micro bend in your knee at the top. In 4, let's take it down and hold. In 3, 2, all the way down, hold. We're gonna go into skating again. So we just did this move. This is the final 30 seconds of your single leg squat. So like I said, this is a variation. Okay, your final burnout for that right leg is gonna be an escalator lunge hold. I will walk you through it. It will be a quarter turn to your left, right foot steps on top of the carriage. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. So quarter turn to your left, step your right foot onto the carriage, left toes on the front platform, all the way down into your escalator lunge and hold. See if you can beat Josiah there. Oh, whew, that made him move a little faster. All right, so bottom of that escalator lunge, hold, right knee over the right heel. Keep the weight focused in the right leg. Let's go moonwalker. Bend through left knee, nice and slow 2, nice and slow 3, nice and slow 4, lengthen back out. Okay, this is where we're finishing off the right leg. Stay in this moonwalker. From here, we're gonna seamlessly transition into our next exercise. Stay low, stay focused, weight in the right heel. In 4, hold the lunge. In 3, 2, right here, hold the lunge, tip forward from the hips just a little bit more. Final 10 seconds, we just hold. To transition, hands to the carriage, step right foot to meet left. You're in reverse plank in 3, 2, 1. Hands to the carriage, step your left foot back to meet your right. Perfect. From here, we are going into a corkscrew. So we're gonna bend both knees and we're gonna swivel our knees towards our left shoulder. We're gonna drag the carriage in. Good, as you lengthen back out, I want you to square your hips to the floor. So this is what makes corkscrew different from twisted bear. We're just gonna swivel the hips to the left. So we're working our right oblique, and then we'll lengthen out, square the hips to the floor. So as we bend the knees towards the left shoulder, we're swiveling the hips open to the left. You're working your right oblique, and then you lengthen out, square hips to the floor. So in a twisted bear, we just keep the swivel of the hips and we bend the knees in and out. In corkscrew, we square the hips to the floor in the plank. Good. So little bit of rotation through the waistline. Really nice job, my friends. We're gonna hit one more move on this right oblique. It will be forearms to your back platform, knees on top of your carriage. We're gonna get into a giant reverse twisted kneeling crunch. Forearms back platform, knees to the carriage in 3, 2, and 1. So knees on top of your carriage, forearms to the back platform. Open your hips a little bit to the left. So again, right oblique facing the floor. And it's just a twisted kneeling crunch. So push down into the elbows, lift up through the right oblique. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Think about your right hip pulling up and over your right shoulder, kind of like it would in a teaser or a French twist. Okay, so remember how earlier we took off the cable we were using? That was to make things less confusing because now you only have one cable left on your machine. So we are going scrambled eggs, which means we will bring our right knee to the back platform. We're gonna take that foot strap around our left foot, tent the fingertips on the floor, scrambled eggs. You've got 10 seconds. Slide your shoulders away from the ears. Focus on that right oblique. Give me a little halfway in, lift, hold. Little pulse, little squeeze for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step off the machine. Let's go scrambled eggs. So right knee is on top of your back platform. Left foot is going to put that cable on. Tent your fingertips wider than your carriage, wider than the straps. Start with that left leg straight out behind you. So squeeze left glute, square hips and shoulders to the floor. Length and engage through both sides of the waistline. Now your left toes are gonna come out down towards the floor and out away from the body, maybe tapping the toes to the floor. That's where you're gonna feel your right oblique engage. And then slowly lift the leg back up behind you. So this is traditionally sequenced as an oblique exercise, but it does also work the back side of your leg. So I want you to intentionally squeeze your left glute and focus on controlling the motion more so with the leg. Active squeeze of the left glute. Okay, so today we're using scrambled eggs as a leg exercise. And maybe that's mostly where you feel it. Anyway, totally fine. And if you're feeling a lot of oblique, totally fine. In 4, back and hold. In 3, 2, lift it back up, hold. Squeeze the base of your glute, little pulse up. Flex the foot, little pulse up. Pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, keep the foot flexed, re-square hips and shoulders to the floor. Now let's get into that donkey kick. We're gonna dip our right knee down towards the front platform, push through right heel, kick up and away from the body. Now, really important that we are not dipping or moving through the low back. Now, you can see my legs are a lot shorter than Josiah's, so I have a little bit less resistance than he does in this move, which means my range of motion is a lot bigger in the kickback, and I resist in less. So I'm not even getting my knee very close to the back platform, and then I'm kicking up and out all the way. For Josiah, with a longer leg, he's probably gonna be able to bring his knee all the way down to that platform and still have resistance, and then maybe just kick out a few inches. Great job here, friends. Take over.
Oh, really?
Yep, keep going with that donkey kick. Okay, listen, here's the deal. We are going 2 black springs. We're gonna keep this strap on, and we're gonna get into our leg sweep. So you're gonna lie down on your right-hand side, on your right side, and we'll go leg sweep with our left leg. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just go ahead, scooch off to your right, lie down on the mat beside the micro, right-hand side, straight leg, and we're gonna sweep the leg back.
Get some right here.
Scoot in closer to the machine.
It's hot.
It's a little hot.
Yes.
Okay. So Josiah's chosen to lie all the way down on his side. That's a really great option. I personally like to be propped up on the forearm. Regardless of where you're at, make sure to lift your right oblique away from the floor actively the whole time. And then finding a range of motion where you feel challenged, right? So I like to start with my upper body around number 3 or 4. For more resistance, you're scooting past your back platform more. For less resistance, you're scooting towards the front platform. So you can always take what you need here. Good. Here's where we get to the burner. Push down into that right forearm for me, Josiah. Yeah, there you go. Let's take our left leg back and hold it here. Let's go outer thigh lift. So we're gonna lift the left leg up a couple inches, back down 2 inches. Little up. Roll your left hip forward on top of your right hip. Maybe you've got the left hand on the hip to keep them nice and stacked. Oh, there we go. As soon as you get the hip in place, guys, you're gonna feel the outer glue. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep going. Yes, you can. Your butt's not gonna fall off. Here's 3, 2, keep that little lift of the leg. Let's go leg press. Flex the foot, bend left knee and stop it right in front of your hip, maybe a little sooner. Make sure knee is stacked over the heel. Push into your heel, extend the leg out. Whoo, I hear Josiah breathing. That means it's feeling right. Okay. This is the last thing we're doing here with this strap. Listen up. We've got our side runner's lunge next. 1 red spring. Now, so there's no confusion, and because we're not using the cables anymore, when we finish with this cable, we're just gonna take it off. Great job. Let's go 10 seconds, 1 red spring, left foot on the floor next to the machine, right foot on the carriage in 3, 2, and 1. So let's take off the cable. We go 1 red spring, left foot on the floor next to your front platform, right toes onto the carriage. We're in our side runner's lunge. So drop it down nice and low, both knees bent, a little bit of a hinge forward from the hips. Good, and we'll start to control that carriage. So sending it out behind us, bringing it back in. Good. Check in that the hips are squared forward, feet are at least hip distance apart. Back heels lifted high, back knees dipping down low. Take a look at your left knee. Is it bending, knocking like inwards, outwards, forward towards your toes, back behind the heel? I want your left knee right over the heel the entire time. And I want you actively driving your left heel down into the floor. If you need less resistance, move your body forward. More resistance, scoot your body back. In 4, we're gonna bend the right knee under the hip and hold. In 3, 2, right knee under the hip, hold. Now reach your left glute down and back an inch, drive through left heel, lift up an inch. Down and back an inch, lift up an inch. Down and back an inch, lift up an inch. Little bit of a tip forward from your hips, a little bit more body weight down through your left heel, make it count for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop it down nice and low, your lowest runner's lunge. Now slowly press the carriage out, 2. Slowly out, 3. Pause on 4, resist in. Keep driving your left heel down through the floor the whole time you're here. Awesome work, team. Let's go 25 seconds. Ninja squats are up next. Left foot on top of your front platform, right foot on the carriage. Can you get a little lower in this side runner's lunge? Both legs are working, but the left leg is the focus. 10 seconds. Ninja squats. Left foot front platform, right foot carriage in 3, 2, and 1. So step it up, left foot on top of the front platform, right foot on the carriage, a little bit of space between the carriage and the platform. Now sink your weight down and back, 2. Down and back, 3. Find your lowest squat on 4, knit your ribs together, abs are tight. Now skate the carriage out slow, 2. Skate the right leg out slow, 3. Out slow, 4, pause, resist in. Can you actively push your left heel down into that front platform the whole time? Once you've still got a little space between the carriage and the platform, seal down the outer edges of your feet, drive through heels, squeeze your glutes, slowly lift it, 2. Slowly lift it, 3. On 4, we still have a bend in our knees, and then take it down and back. So you're reaching your glutes back behind you, right? Like you're trying to reach a chair that's just a little too far away from you. Focus is the left leg. Check in with your knees. We've done a lot of work for the outer glutes, so they might want to start to knock in on you. Do not let them. We'll go 30 seconds in our ninja squat. We've got just 2 moves to finish off our legs. What's that? Oh, Josiah said a dragonfly landed on his foot. I feel like that's really good luck. That's probably one of your spirit guides just coming to say hello. Definitely.
Makes sense.
Definitely.
Fire, hot.
In 4, bottom of your squat and hold. In 3, 2, hold it low in your squat. Reach your glutes down and back behind you. Drive left heel into the machine. Skate it out. Just skating. Just skating. Keep the focus in your left leg. So body weight is centered, but we're actively pushing our left heel down, down, down into that front platform the whole time. 10 seconds, 1 black spring, meet me right back where you are. We're going single leg squat or lateral lunge in 3, 2, 1. Let's go 1 black spring. Meet me right back where you are, left foot on the front platform, right foot on the carriage. We're gonna keep the right leg straight. We're gonna do single leg squat on that left leg. So as best you can, take all the weight out of your right leg. I also really like to use my arms in this one. So as I sink my weight back, I'll reach my arms forward as a little counterbalance. Strong core, dig down through left heel, slowly lift it up. Watch your left hip, knee, and toes on this one. You want your left hip, left knee, left middle toes to all stay lined up. Sometimes what happens is we put a little too much weight in the right leg and we shift our body weight over, or we jut our left hip out to the side. So I just want you to be mindful of that. We're always looking to keep our bodies aligned, right? Because when we have proper alignment in our spine and in our joints, we put less pressure on the joints, ligaments, all those little bits of our body where we don't want to put torque or pressure or strain. But the goal is to put the challenge into our muscles to build them to be stronger. You've got 10 seconds in this full range of motion. And then we're gonna hit that little skater, this time on this light spring setting, in 3, 2, bring it down, bottom of your single leg squat, hold. Let's just skate it out. So the right leg slowly extending out, slowly resisting in. This movement of the carriage, I want you to stabilize through the left side of your body. So left side of the body does not move. Gorgeous. Weight back in the left heel. See if you can sit that left glute back a little further. We are going to meet bottom of your escalator lunge. Listen, friends, I want you to beat Josiah there. Josiah, don't jump my count. Beat him there. Don't hurt yourselves, but beat him there. Left foot on the carriage in 4, 3, 2, escalator lunge. Step the left foot to the carriage. Calm down and hold. Nice transition, Josiah. All I have to say is you guys are going to beat him and he moves a lot faster. Let's go moonwalker here. Freeze your left leg, bend through the back knee. Awesome job. Sometimes we all need a little extra motivation to transition quickly. Okay, so if that helps you out, every single class I want you to beat us in the transition. I want you to transition as seamlessly and effectively as possible. And that's gonna work out well for you too, because that means you get an extra few seconds in the move, which means we're getting to muscle failure and muscle fatigue much quicker, right? And the longer you can be in that burning, shaking place in your muscles, the more effective this is. In 4, hold your lunge. In 3, 2, hold the lunge, final 10 seconds. We are going reverse corkscrew, left oblique, hands to the carriage. In 3, 2, hands to the carriage, step your left foot back to meet your right. Good. From here, swivel your hips to the right, bend your knees towards your right shoulder. So, yep, there you go. Lengthen right back out, and as you lengthen out, I want you to square your hips to the floor. Hands on the inside edge of the carriage will be a little bit more manageable, where Josiah has his hands at the back edge of the carriage, most intense. Great job, friends. We're gonna go 30 seconds here. Keep the focus on the left oblique. So we're twisting to the left side, we're lengthening back out. We have 2 moves left in class, okay? So we've got our giant reverse twisted kneeling crunch on deck. It'll be forearms on the back platform, knees on top of your carriage. Great job. 15 seconds, love this tempo. I hope you guys are going as slow as Josiah, maybe even slower. Forearms to the back platform, knees to the carriage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees on top of the carriage, forearms to the back platform. Swivel your hips open to the right. Left oblique is facing the floor. And we're gonna do that twisted crunch, piking through the left side waistline. So push down through your elbows, lift up through the left oblique. You're driving your left hip up and over your left shoulder. Awesome job. Exactly. Great control here, Josiah. So this is our second to last exercise. I'm gonna walk you guys through our final exercise. You're gonna have a lot of options. You'll need space on one side of your machine, doesn't matter which side. But for our finisher today, we're gonna do crab. I'm gonna take you through the most gentle variation to the most challenging variation. You choose what's working for your body to finish. In 4, lift the waistline and hold. In 3, 2, pike it up, hold, halfway in, little pulse. 10 seconds, we go no springs for crab. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go no springs here, friends. For crab, we'll start with the hands on the carriage, toes tucked on the floor, and you're gonna lift yourself up into a bear. So knees are hovering, shoulders over wrists, core is engaged, and we'll just start to walk our feet one direction. And we'll start to walk them back the other direction. So that is option 1. Option 2, knees on the carriage, hands to the floor, and we'll walk. Try to keep the hips stable. Option 3, toes are on the carriage, and we'll walk. Knees are hovering, shoulders over wrists. Crab any way you like it. Hands here for me, toes there, yep. This is your finisher, so however you're doing it, shoulders over wrist, tabletop flat back, like someone's balancing a glass of OJ on your back, and we're slowly walking it side to side. Try to keep the hips nice and stable. Right here, final 20 seconds of your workout. Whatever variation you've chosen, stick with it. Your best form, strong through the core. Maybe the knees hover a little lower. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Whew. Set your hips to your heels. Awesome, awesome, awesome job, friends. Take a full body deep breath in. A full body deep breath out. Good. We'll make our way up to a comfortable seat or standing. 2 deep breaths. Roll the shoulders back. Let's inhale, circle, sweep, arms reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Deep breath in, circle, sweep, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome work. Be sure to hydrate. Be sure to stretch it out. We'll see you guys next time.